Today I'll be talking about 3 different guest speakers that we had in class that I thought were the most interesting and had the greatest impact on me. The first speaker I'll be talking about is Kevin Cohen, the Los Angeles Dodgers scout. I learned a lot from him, and this theme that seems to reoccur throughout most of the guest speakers is you have to work hard and you have to network to get into a good career position in sports or anywhere else. The most interesting thing to me is how much work they put into scouting, having to travel across the country days at a time with minimal rest, watching players that have talent but may never see a game in the major leagues. I also learned that as a scout, what other Major League Baseball teams want in a player, they want a 5-tool player that can do it all. The second speaker, Sammy Spina, it really stuck out to me since I play football and have interest in being an NFL agent. I thought he had the coolest job. I learned a lot about being an NFL agent and what it takes to become one. I learned how tough the business can be and how dirty it could be. And also, with picking an agent, you want to pick a trusted agent and company because there are people out here trying to scam the athletes and take advantage of them at their young age or lack of knowledge or maturity. Being an NFL agent is very hard work. As Sammy stated, he would go to Tallahassee Saturday night to watch a future client and drive all the way through that night and into the morning to watch the Dolphins play at 1 o'clock and watch his real client. Another cool thing I learned from him is the way he bonds or connects with a lot of his clients is through playing video games, being able to build a relationship and talk about serious things while having fun and talking about important things. The best thing I learned from him was his work ethic and attitude of not letting no be an answer. He worked as hardest as he could, and when a job opened, he asked about it and was initially declined. Then he stated that he moved his stuff into the office and has since then never left. The last guest speaker I'll be talking about is the cameraman. I believe he had to work the hardest to get where he is today and had to go through the most. He wanted to play Major League Baseball for a long time, and when the opportunity ended, he didn't know what to do for a while, but finally, after he got over it, he started networking and finding ways into the sports world and having a job that he loved. I thought the most impressive thing about his story was he never got a degree in sports, but through networking and knowing people, having those connections got him to where he is today. He had to get a job by working from the bottom up and learning something interesting I learned about his job as a cameraman was he had to get to the game hours before it even started and stay there hours before just to get the right shot in perfect position for good quality. And also that their schedule varies, saying that they could have 30 days worked in, say, the month of April, and then another month have only 2 days, so it's very different. And what I learned through all of the guest speakers, the most important thing was to keep working hard and always network, and you could get far in the sports world.